to another video. I feel like it has honestly been forever that we have been able to be back in the shop and catch up. We've been here, we've been there, but we are back in the shop. We are in the middle, the heat of Shide Crunch, trying to get the 05 done. I feel like there is a ton to catch up on. There's a ton of progress to show you guys, but we have been home for a few days and we have been helping Michael, and we have been all hands on deck to try and get the truck done for Shide, which we probably already maybe should have been loaded up and be headed there, but you know what? We're making it happen under whatever circumstance we have. Me and Michael have probably slept a total of maybe 6 hours this entire week to make this happen. But we have got some ups, we have got some downs, but we're gonna kind of fill you guys in now just to see how the day progresses. Hopefully we can get this sucker fired up on the dyno, tested and ready to head to Shide here in a little bit, but we're not gonna count our eggs before they hatch here, so to say. But let's catch up with Michael and see where the truck is at, everything that Michael has been absolutely killing it on. MVP of the entire century goes to Michael because he has been kicking butt while we have been doing all of our traveling, doing all of our rounds. I'm gonna do my best to keep the energy level as high as possible, but just keep in mind the lack of sleep that's been going on has been out of control to make this happen. But you gotta do what you gotta do, boys. Before we get started, the winner for the Wrenchworks giveaway number 7, the silver rig, will be coming in the next video or two, definitely early part of next week. So I know that's been kind of lingering, a lot of questions, but we will have that for you guys very, very soon. But anyway, let's dive in, shall we? Getting the video started because we're about to put the dash back in for the final time, right?
Yes.
Dash has been in, dash has been out, dash has been in, dash has been out. Michael's ready to fall asleep already. But guys, check out this absolute masterpiece of wiring goodness that is hiding behind our factory dash. So long story short, Michael has rewired, Michael, what would you say, about 75% of the truck? We didn't mess with the truck side, so to say, all of the lights and some of the factory like tip-em fuse block, but as far as anything mechanical or accessory wise, logger wise, it has all been completely rewired and is now nicely situated in this absolute beast of a tray. So we've got all of our nitrous stuff, we've got all of our relays, our fuses, we have stripped out every single wire that was a complete disaster behind here. We've got our ECM, which is now not on the side of the block anymore, it is now inside the cab. We've got bulkhead connectors, there's one right there, it's hard to see, and there's one right over there. And it's just an absolute piece of work, but obviously these tedious things do take some time. So the dash is about to go back in. We've got all of our logger stuff. We've got all of this really, really nicely done. So we're about to put our dash back in. So I wanted to show you guys this before we get. The other huge thing that I want to get out of the way real quick here before I forget, a huge thank you to everyone who is making this happen behind the scenes. So you got Michael over here commanding the ship, but without all of the amazing companies that we deal with, we have overnighted quite a bit. From the overnighting from Japan, Harry with our spoon engines has been cranked up a bit. So huge thank you to Tyson from Point Blank Performance, getting our turbo sensor machined into this cover because it didn't have a provision or anything like that. So huge thank you to him. There is a ton of guys, Banks overnighting stuff for our logger because we're adding some stuff to them. A lot of people behind the scenes helping out in very short notice and going out of their way for us. We are running into some brake issues with the current brakes. So we've got another, I didn't want to get into that right away, but a huge thank you to Blake Fitzgerald for helping us basically rob the brakes off of his truck because it's down to try and make Shide. We found that out late, well, technically this morning, about 5 or 6 o'clock this morning. So we've got some hurdles to overcome, but here's a look at the engine. I'm trying to rattle this off. So we're in the final stages here. We're really, what do we got left, Michael? We got logger left to kind of situate, tighten, and run.
Logger, dash, Front bumper. Dyno.
So we are getting there, but the details, the devil's in the details. Got some safety stuff to put back on, but this is where the truck is currently at. We've got all of our power steering lines ran. Check out the placement of our catch can, our power steering reservoir. I'm telling you, it is clean, super neat, super tidy. Nothing but the best, you know, from Michelle. So here's where we're at. We've got all new wiring underneath of the truck, all new transmission lines underneath the truck, tons and tons of little details to kind of upkeep the truck into its next phase, so to say. So we're getting close to getting this sucker fired up. We did run into some electrical gremlins, really just converting the new ECM to this truck and kind of making sure everything jives. But everything is functioning like a normal truck would function, feature-wise, as far as like key operation, stuff like that. Once you guys see the finished product of the way everything is kind of going to lay out, it still doesn't look exactly complete. But when it's complete, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. I'm telling you, the attention to detail on something like this is not the most common thing. But anyway, guys, we are doing everything we can to make it happen. Sleep or no sleep, we are trying to make it happen. Dawson and Cole right now are on their way to go to Blake's shop to go get the brakes so we can finish the truck up here. And hopefully slap the brakes on. We'll show you guys a little bit what's going on with the brakes, but it needs new pads and rotors. We didn't find out until late last night as we were bleeding the brakes. We ditched the ABS. We've got some fancy new lines down here. I'm not going to do any of the angles. We'll let Dawson come do that when he gets back. We're just going to jump in to try and get the rest of the work done to make it to shine. So here we go. We are continuing on. Holy smokes, boys. We got our electric water pump running, we got our trans fan running, we got our fuel pump running. Goodness gracious, we're getting the air out of the fuel lines. It's almost party time. Party. Jump box. Is it go time? It's go time, baby. It's go time. Woo! Yeah, buddy.
We need to put transfer in.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
What problem are we solving here?
Trying to make a charge. I thought it was the signal wire, but it's, I think the belt's too loose. I hope.
About to find out.
It's wearing me out.
As long as this goes up from 12.2, we're good. Or it goes up in general. Ready?
Yeah.
Well, we have got 3:50 in the morning. We have one Dawson checked out. Poor little guy, little sleepy boy. Cole's still awake though. Don't worry, baby. You're good. You just stay right there. Yeah, just got yours. Yeah, going right in the video. Yep. Nice. You can't hang, Michael. I just can't hang. So, oh, is he waking you up? I'm sorry. Do you want me to take care of that for you? So you could go back, go do your thing? Well, we have got the interior pretty much completely back together, dash all back together. Michael's working on some roll bar padding that needs to protect us in here. But we've got our glove box in, which is hiding Michael's wiring. We got all our eye dashes back in there. A couple of little things, we got some buttons here doing some things. But yeah, we're getting ready to fire this thing up again. Trying to keep the energy level up here, but we are fading rather quickly. But we're getting ready to do our first test spool up, and yeah, we're looking good. It's getting late. It's getting weird. Very late. We've got some tightening up to do, but we have knocked out quite a bit. We've got all new brakes, again, courtesy of Blake for helping us out, taking the brakes off his truck. All of our rotors, I don't even know where the stuff is right now. It's just kind of stuff everywhere, but all of our rotors and pads were pretty shot. So we got new brakes all the way around, and yeah, lots of little things that I'm forgetting. Still got to mount up our bumper here, but we got our brackets from Trent Owens on there. But we are getting there. Here,
Crawl underneath.
Hold this in the center, and I'll crawl underneath.
Well, here, I got this one lined.
Then push it in.
All right, that one's in.
Is it?
Yeah, brackets.
Oh, wow.
The pins or the screw's not super tight, but yeah, I feel from there. Looks pretty easy.
There we go.
You want to go bottoms too?
Yeah.
Hang on. Now push. Push. There you go.
Well, these aren't tight either.
No,
So.
the top ones aren't. No. But see, what I'm wondering. Ooh, that looks good.
You scared the shit out of me.
So
like, ooh! I'm like, oh God, what did we
This
do?
side-
Holy shit, we have a front bumper.
Wow. Wow, that looks good. God, those pins look good.
You want to put some on your ranch hand?
Kinda. Think it could hold it?
I thought you would just put them in there just for, you know, like
Show?
It's
Yeah.
a show truck, right?
It is a show truck.
Really?
That's the point. I think it's gonna pull the Mega and then I'll enter. I think so. Especially ones with dry rot in them. I have a little bit. I paid $200 for them.
That should be right up your alley. You are like the king of cheap.
Hey, Michael, we didn't fuck this up.
Yeah. Like you would
Good
be
job.
very. It's not even off.
Jack Stand Jimmy's neck right there. Daddy Dova. Daddy Dova. Yeah. 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 Wham! Wham! Get you some of that. That was the one. Hot. And it's hot. Yeah, yeah. That one's for Michael Cordova.
Daddy Dova with the nitrous coming in. Sorry about your neck. Dude, they're back. Are you getting ready to throw the cutters at them?
I was going
You think you're going to be able to hit them? I don't know where they're at, though. That's the problem. You just never know where they're at. Anyway, guys, well, welcome back to the end of the video. Obviously, we are in different clothes. We probably have 10 times the amount of energy. Unfortunately, this ending is after Shide weekend. We did not have any energy left to close out the video after the last clip of it pulling out of the shop and doing our initial spool test. So that last clip you saw was from Friday morning at about 7 or 8 o'clock. We stayed up around the clock all night long into the morning, got the brakes done. We got a lot of stuff accomplished, but unfortunately we were pretty much just out of hours to complete everything needed to get it to the track with it operating under safe conditions. So we ran into, right at the tail end, we ran into a brake line that was leaking on the truck. We had a power steering leak that kind of was uncertain of where that was coming from, and a little bit of a trans leak. So a lot of just little stuff that kind of added up to probably another 7 to 8 hours is what we kind of figured out. The logger still had not been like completely secured, and all of the additional sensors had not been tight. Like, just, I don't need to like give you our running list of things that are left on it. It's a lot of little odds and ends. None of the nitrous bottles were filled. Michael needed to take a shower for sure. I needed to take a shower. Just none of us had, like, the trip up there, we maybe could have made it to Saturday morning to make a pass if none of us slept an additional 24 hours. And on top of that, we still had not gotten the engine pretty much fine-tuned in. We would not have been able to put it on the dyno. Really just would have been probably the most insane rush job of, it could have been, say, complete, but we didn't want to show up there and do all that and drive all that and then sleep an additional I don't need to justify this to you guys. The truck wasn't ready. On top of that, safety is key, obviously. So understand that if we don't think that it is safe to make a pass down the track with anything that might be dripping or leaking, even if it's just a slight amount, we are not going to go ahead and do that. If you guys have ever been to a race or a drag strip and you have someone that oils the track down, it is not convenient for the rest of the people who are there, prepared, ready to race, so on and so forth. Not great for the event. But anyway, anything left there to add, Michael?
No.
Guys, we did our insane best effort to do. Wheels and tires weren't mounted. We still had to mount wheels and tires. Like, it was a lot of little stuff, but we gave it our best. Michael has been killing it on the truck, and we honestly probably didn't sleep very much the entire week going into this. So it's not like we were eating bonbons and home by 7 o'clock the previous weeks up to this. So we gave it our all. But guys, best believe that this beast right here is gonna hurt some feelings. That is for sure, because once we get this thing ready and dialed in, and you'll see a video coming up very, very soon, within a day or two, we're gonna be on the dyno, we're gonna be making some power, and make sure you guys are coming out to Rudy's. We'll be at some test and tunes, but Rudy's event at the end of the year we'll be with the truck, and it will be ready. So that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button before you leave, subscribe if you have not already, and appreciate all your support. We did our best. Really right there at the end, just got me. You should close out the video. Bye. We got a lot of awesome stuff coming up in this next month. Lots of stuff to look forward to. Look forward to getting the winner of the silver truck probably in the next video, guys. We'll see you. Bye.